Hi everybody, I'm Christine. It's 4 o'clock, time to tune in yourself and tune out the outside chatter. Just a little background. I started doing this mini yoga lesson at 4 o'clock at the start of the pandemic with the intent to kind of have a feel-good 15-20 minutes that I could provide for people. And it looks like the pandemic is continuing, so I am continuing. I do work as an artist in the Boston area. I've been teaching yoga since 2007 and practicing yoga since the 70s. So I have a lot of experience, and I have a yoga therapist for people with osteoporosis. So many of my students are 60 and older. So today we're going to work on the legs and their relationship to the torso. For people sitting in the chair, I want to give some instructions to begin so you can follow. So everybody should have a belt and blocks. So if you're on the floor, you may want a blanket. I have a blanket there to cushion your back. So for people sitting in the chair, the first pose we're going to do is Starfish. So you'll sit towards the front of your chair, open your legs and open your arms like a 5-pointed star. Okay, then we're going to move the right hand to the left. So you notice that my feet and legs moved. Okay, so I can have a line from the foot, that would be my right foot to my right shoulder, and then we're going to go to the left. So just be careful you don't fall off the chair, but if you sit far back, if you have to sit far back, you can bend your legs and swivel such and such. Next, we're going to do some Padangusthasana, some leg exercises. So the big thing about aging is continuing to have hip flexion without back flexion. So I'll show you first from the front what you can do in the chair. So you can put the belt over your foot like so. Okay, and we're going to do different things. We're going to make circles, we're going to do a bicycle movement, and then smaller circles. Now from the side, it's important to not slouch. So be very, very aware of keeping the back flat when you're lifting your leg. Now you could lift it lower, higher, okay, but we want this hip flexion without back flexion. Back flexion we can call a cashew or a shrimp. No, we want flat. Now the other thing you can do if you are in the chair, you can put a block behind you and lean into the block. And this way, for sure, you're going to have a flat back. Because you can't, if you do shrimp over that, you'll know you're doing it and you can make the correction. Okay? So, let's get down on the floor. People on the chair, you have your guidelines. Okay? The first pose is Starfish. And I'm going to demonstrate that with my head, my legs in front and my head in the back of the screen. So open up your legs and just kind of wiggle a bit side to side. And then we're going to be flat on our backs with our arms out to the sides. Okay? And just relax, flatten into the floor. Let go of the legs, okay? Just let go of the legs and allow the back body to flatten. Relax the jaw. Then we're going to take a big inhale and take your right hand and collapse it over to the left. Okay? My feet, you could use a block for your head if you like. Okay? My right big toe is down on the ground and my left little toe. Okay? and then open up. And we'll go to the left, and I'm just going to reverse so you can see from the other way. Maybe it'll be easier to see. I don't know. So now we're going to take our left hand, cross over to the right. And then open up. And just rest. So you should feel some release there already with this simple movement. It's a bilateral movement. Inhale, and as we age, bilateral movements become more confusing for the mind because we do them less and less. And this is a very safe bilateral movement. We're going to take our right hand over to the left because we can't fall. We're already on the ground. So my right hand is on top of my left. My right big toe is down. My left little toe is down. Inhale, exhale, open up your starfish. Sink, sink, sink. Inhale, exhale, left hand comes over. And then open up. Okay, that was the starfish. And the next movement is Padangusthasana, and we need a belt. Now, some people may like a blanket. I'm all right without a blanket. And I'm going to show you several variations. So, the other thing, as we get older, the back, as young people have kind of cookie sheet backs. And then as we get older, the edges come in and it's more like a lasagna pan. So by being flat on our backs, we pushing, not pushing, we're kind of teasing the back into a flat cookie sheet again. So it's a everyday kind of thing to practice. I practice this pose every day to keep the back flat and to keep the hip flexion without the back flexion. So on your back, bend your knees. Okay. Now I put the chair here to show you. You could use a chair or something as a prop. We're going to lift our right leg, okay, straight up. Now this is a perfect pose for practicing flat back. Okay, so hip extension. So we've got hip extension. If we were standing up, this is hip. It's even hip extension sitting down, without any back flexion. So hip flexion without back flexion. The second option, I'm going to move the chair, is to take a block and put your extended leg on the heel of your extended leg on a block. That's second. Third is to bend the left leg. And fourth is to lengthen that left leg. Okay, so this is actually my right leg. I'm going to start with my right leg. I'm going to extend my left leg. You can either put your heel on the chair, on the block, or bend your knee so that you have a flat back. So this is not a flat back, okay, where you're trying to hold on. You have to relax the shoulders. So hold the strap up high, but let the backs of the shoulders drop down. Okay, and if you're on the chair, check in with your spine that you're straight. Okay, so now we're just letting the back widen. So widen the hips. So there is a feeling of just kind of letting loose of the back of the pelvis and dropping the back ribs and flattening the backs of the shoulder. Okay? And just hold the foot above the hip. Now we can do, to kind of stretch the hamstrings, but we're really not engaged with looking at the hamstring today. We're looking at the flat back and the flexion here in the hip, okay? So first thing we're going to do is make circles with that right leg, 5. So that's 1, you hold the straps, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the other direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what you want to be doing is keeping the back flat, resisting the temptation to roll while you're doing that. Next, we're going to hold the straps, bend the knees in, push the foot up, and lift the leg. Knee into chest, push the foot away, and lift up. Knee into chest, push the foot away, lift up. Knee into chest, push the foot away, lift up. You can also do this on the chair. Knee into chest, push the foot away, lift the leg up. Knee into chest, push the foot away, lift the leg up. Okay, drop the elbows, hold the strap, relax the shoulders, flatten that back. Now we're going to drop the foot a little bit, drop the leg, bend the knee, lift straight up. Drop the foot, bend the knee, lift the leg straight up. So the belt is here to help you, but not to lift the shoulders off the mat. So drop the leg, bend the knee, lift the leg straight up. Drop the leg, bend the knee, lift the leg straight up. 2 more times. Drop the leg, bend the knee, lift the leg straight up. Drop the leg, bend the knee, lift the leg straight up. And now drop the leg close to the floor in whichever direction you like, just a few small circles. Then bring the leg in, cross it over the other leg, and pull back. So I'm putting my right hand in the hole and pulling back, but pressing the edges of my shoulders down onto the mat. Okay? And then drop the leg. And this is an important part. Stretch out that right leg, stretch out the left leg, and just rest a moment. On the chair, just put both feet on the ground. Take this time to do some body scan. Feel what does your right hip feel like, your right leg, the right side of your body, your right foot. Just check in. And ask yourself, do you feel flatter, warmer, more pink? Do you see any colors? Whatever is going on distinguishing between right and left. And then slide up that right foot, slide up that left foot. Bring that left knee in, lasso, and lift the left leg. Now you have the option of keeping the right knee bent, extending the leg, putting the heel on a block or on a chair so that you have the hip flexion here. Okay? And the flat back. So, for the circles, I'm holding the strap a little higher, okay, but still keeping my shoulders flat. And let's make 5 circles. I'm doing outward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is also lubricating the hip socket. Okay, so now inward direction. 1, this is clockwise. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the hips like to be lubricated. Okay, what part of your body doesn't? Okay, So now the bicycle. So bring the knee in, push the foot out, and lift up. Okay. Bend the knee in, push the foot up, lift up. Bend the knee in, push the foot out, lift up. Bend the knee in, push the foot out, lift up. Bend the knee in, push the foot out, lift up. Bend the knee in, push the foot out, lift up. Bend the knee in, push the foot out, lift up. Okay, and now we're going to do it the opposite direction, but I hear some noise coming from my phone, so hold on. Okay. Go back. And now we're going to lengthen the leg, pull the knee in, lift the leg up. Lengthen the leg, pull the knee in, lift the leg up. Lengthen the leg, pull the knee in, lift the foot up. Lengthen the leg, pull the knee in, lift up. Lengthen the leg, pull the knee in, lift up. Lengthen the leg, pull the knee in, lift up. Good. And then drop the leg in just some mini circles, whatever direction you want. Inward, clockwise, counterclockwise. Lift the leg up, cross it over your right leg. Take your left hand through the hole in the middle and pull back. Drop your right foot, drop your left foot, slide out your right leg, slide out your left leg. Kind of wiggle like you're in a canoe. Okay? Inhale, exhale. Turn your palms up. Take your tongue, poke the right side of your cheek. Take your tongue, poke the left side of your cheek on the inside. And let your tongue drop. Close your eyes and take a 2-minute Shavasana. Flat on your back. I'm going to turn off the video. See you on Thursday and enjoy your 2 minutes on the floor.